Good morning. Today, as you can see, we're doing bunny little bags. I think they're just darling. Make sure you comment. Today we are giving away Band-Aids. Today our 15% off till Friday at midnight will be on our 1-inch scallop and 1-inch pushers. The next 2 weeks are pre-recorded. That was a tongue twister. Because Lindsay will be in Hawaii. Make sure you comment so you can. We're giving away Band-Aids. Okay, so I had to say that or else I'll forget it. And the pre-ordered things are I'm doing my bread at Lindsay's house, and I am doing banana bread. And I'm going to throw some cooking things in here because I used to cater and I love to cook, and I lived on a farm and did all sorts of stuff. Okay, so the first one I did.
Oh, it's echoing.
I was thinking, and I did the bunny ears the wrong way. So I should have had them going that way
instead of this way. I did this probably late at night. I don't remember. I've made too many of these now. Okay, so I did the bunny ears like this. Then, and also this is made out of Minky. So let me put this back here. Then I did the bunny ears like this, which I thought was really, really, really cute. And this is out of the white fabric. And of course, this is the mint. And then I got the pink. So I just think it's way cute. Let me know what you think. And then this is out of the Minkies. And it's like a little dot dimpled. So when you have little kids, it can be tactical. I thought that was darling too. And then this is my other one also. So today what we're going to do, and a couple weeks what I did was I showed you how to make these, so I'm not going to cut them out. So I'm going to put it right here. Okay, and of course you use the interfacing, and I think it's right there, Lindsay. It's the 9111, whatever it is.
The other one.
Yeah, you've got it. You can read it. It's on the end. It's on the end. That one is the fusible warm fleece I used on the inside, and the (911FF) fusible featherweight white is what I used on the outside. So of course you iron it on wherever you want it. On the outside, I used the fusible featherweight. On the inside, I used the warm fleece. Okay, and it's fusible on one side. So for the bunny ears, which I did first, I used the fusible fleece on the white. Then, of course, I'm going to do the little bunny ears. So I traced around the little bunny ears. Okay. Then I'm going to cut around the bunny ears, and then I'm going to sew it the 1/4 inch all the way around. And of course, leave an opening so you can turn it. Otherwise, you're going to go, oh my gosh, I forgot to do that. And I've done that before too. And think, oh my gosh, how stupid am I? And I think this is so darn cute. And yesterday, I had a featherweight up by my dining room because it's cold down here and I get cold. So I went and I took down my featherweight. And I thought Brian would come home and say, wow, you cleaned up the dinette and got rid of all your sewing stuff. And I said, do you see anything different? He didn't even notice. And I'm going, and he goes, oh, I didn't even notice you took it down. And I'm thinking, dang.
Why did you use 2 different fusibles?
Because I want it on the inside to be softer. You could use both if you wanted, but I want it to be softer so it's got, like, let's say you put something a little more fragile. Let's say when your grandkids do Easter eggs or you do something, I want it to have like a little softness so it's not so hard. You can do whatever, the beauty of it, you can do whatever you want. I just like the difference. And I'm going to mark this, girls, because I know me well enough. I will forget.
Will you be at shows this year?
Maybe later on. Right now, I'm staying home. And my machine locks it when you first sew. So make sure you back it up when you start, you stop. Okay, so then all you have to do is I'm going to cut here around the little top of the ear. And then I'm going to just take and clip this so when you turn it, because how it is, it's easier to turn it. Then I'm going to cut off the corners here. And here's my opening. Okay, what I do with my little plastic doobie. I don't know about you guys, I'm messy. Messy, 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 and messy. That's why I thought when my hubby didn't notice I moved my featherweight, I was like, wow. I even made one of these pouches to put the smallest one, to put my things for my TV upstairs. And I made a medium one to put like my sewing stuff, because I know I'll return and do stuff up there.
If you put the ear in the seam, would you have to leave a side seam open? Couldn't you just leave the bottom where you sew it into the seam?
Probably. But you know what? I could probably do that. My problem is it looks really pretty before you put it in. I think that comes from being hairdressing. It's always got to look. And remember Grandma? Grandma would check it. You didn't finish it off! Oh, you have no idea. She would have. Even though it would be in a thing, she would make me finish things. And I always think she's going to slap me from behind. No, I wouldn't have to finish it, but I did. I have this phobia.
Anne says she's messy too. It takes longer to clean up than it does to do a project.
You know what? My problem is I bring all this fabric around me so I can, for the next, I'm always like, I get done with a project for this week. The next I go, oh, wouldn't that be cute? Oh. So I bring all this fabric around me, but I never end up putting it away. And so that's why Lindsay is I used to be a clean freak. I really was in my youth. And I had to have my house clean before I could sew. I never got to my sewing. Because I'd clean my entire house before I would sew. Because I did hair, so people came into my house and I had to have I had a son, so I didn't want him to have gone potty on the toilet seat, So I'd always clean everything up to make sure it looked just fine. And I was a clean freak. And then I got to the point I never got what I wanted done unless I stayed up till wee hours of the morning. Because I did hair. And so I never got accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. And so when I started this business, you can't do it all. And we wrapped rulers for the first 2 years here. So I thought everybody had a drill press in their kitchen. So I lost my sense of being a clean freak. You know? Just saying. And I think as you get older, or more mature, I should say, it doesn't matter as much. I'd rather do something I like to do than just clean. My mother was not a clean freak at all. So I think I became one because she wasn't. And she always used to say, nobody's going to put on your headstone you had the cleanest house. So now I understand what you're saying. Okay, now I'm going to sew all the way around it with my little bunny ear. Let's make sure this underneath is just fine with mine. Is that the cutest little bunny ear you've ever seen? I think so. I tried all different sizes of bunny ears. If you would have seen all the bunny ears I had, it was hysterical. I had all these bunny ears to see which one was the best. And this one won. Okay, so bunny ear. So then, what we're going to do while I have the white thread in, I looked for all different sizes for the money tail. Canning jar cover. So you always look what you have on hand or what's close. I came down here because I was upstairs working on this, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to look for something everybody's got. A canning jar cover. I thought it was a good idea. I'll cut it more precisely, put this over here. So now I'm going to make a bunch of these for, well, Lindsay. Jada's going to get one. Lindsay goes, no, she doesn't want one. I'm going to give one to Jada anyways, even though she's going to be 19. She probably won't want it, but oh well. Okay, so let's find the halfway point. Oops, let me move it over just a little more. Let's find the halfway point on the little guy. go right here. And then what I'm going to do is glue it. And then I'm going to sew around it while I got the white thread in. I'm just going to use a straight stitch all the way around. I must admit this is much better. Wider throat plate than the feather. It is a little thin. Okay, then I got to change threads because everything else is going to be pink. And if I don't do this, did you notice when you were younger you were more organized? Not so much anymore. I don't know what's wrong with me. Or maybe you guys are more so. I don't know. I think I've lost it. Okay, and I'm going to change. I don't need it right this minute, but I'm going to change my needle to a jeans needle. I'm going to be going through some thick stuff pretty soon. Like way thick, like way soon. Okay, so let me sew this together. This one I'm not going to leave an opening in because I'll do it on the other one. If I don't change the needle now, I'll forget. Then you just sew the bottom. I just gotta iron it. I had a question for you. One day I want to make, there's a salad I used to make when I catered that was really good. It was a poppy seed dressing salad. Would anybody be interested in that? It's one I used for a lot of parties and stuff. Lindsay uses it for a lot of parties, don't you, Lindsay? It's yum-y, like yum yummy. I thought I'd do that on a video one day. Makes me hungry thinking about it, actually. I haven't made that in a long time. Have you, Lindsay?
Normally like 4th of July.
Yeah, true. It's tasty. I haven't made that in a while.
For big parties.
Yep. The beauty of this is it's got a lot of give. Let me iron this open. Oh, also I made one out of waterproof fabric for a garbage for upstairs because my husband tends to not worry about he throws in a bag. I was going to give him one that was out of fabric, and I thought, I'll just throw a coffee cup in there. It'll get all gross. So that's at least wipeable. So I thought that was a grand plan in the scheme of things. That turned out really nice, actually. Okay, now I'm going to leave a hole to turn it on this one. Nice thing is you can guessing by gosh exactly where the center is. It's not a, this one you can tell, but the other one it doesn't matter. after all these years of sewing, girls, you're pretty right on, spot on. Tag. Let me iron this first. And then make a little tag to put on this. And the tag I just cut off the top where this little thing comes off. And I make it 2.5 inches by, let me measure it to see how long I make it. About 10. So you fold it in half. Oops. And you fold it in toward the center. And the other one toward the center. This I just put in the center of the one with the fleece. And I like it to have like a little loop like this. So it can be hung like that. So I just sew it down.
Which size is the template you're using?
I use the medium. I like the medium. It's a really good size. The large is what I made for the garbage for my hubby. Because he does a lot of paperwork. Because of being in medicine and stuff. Yeah, this is the medium size. And it's 15.5 inches. And I've got it written on the thing. So then, now we got to do the bunny ears. So, let me put the bunny ears where I think I want them. So, this way.
And she should still be offering the 20% off with the QPR code.
I think so. I would think so. I don't think she switched it. I haven't talked to her. She's
Busy.
yeah, she does a lot of videos, lots of videos, and she works for Martelli, so they have her gone a lot. That's how I met her. She's on the road a lot. So what do you think? Is it even, Lindsay? Okay. So sew the bunny earsies on. Change the stitch length just a little higher. Two bunny ears. I think this is so cute. Lindsay's not as excited as I am. Now, if she had little kids, she'd be more excited. Okay, now what we're going to do. Okay, here's this. Wrong one. Here's this and this. So, to do this, my scallops, I used my ruffler. Okay, move all that stuff. Told you girls I'm messy. I'm just like messy Marvin. You girls are probably more organized than I am. I just keep going. It's just my thing, you know? Because it's like, I just get, oh, I'm so excited to get all this done. Okay, so I'm going to put on my ruffler foot. And I'm going to leave it on a 6. So every 6 stitches, back in 2.5, that's why I have. And this is absolutely one of my favorite feet. I've got the other side done. And this is approximately, okay, this is the wrong one. Whichever's the longest one is the one I need. And all I did was enclose it on both sides. And this is about 13 and a half inches long. Okay, let me sit in here better. So all you have to do is slip it in between here.
Is that a universal ruffler?
I buy the right one for the machine. I've used universal ones and I don't like them. I've tried them and I haven't been impressed. I just buy the one that goes with the machine. I just don't like them. I don't think they work as well. It's just like walking feet. I bought the universal walking feet before, and they don't last either. I've never, ever liked them. And I've tried everything. But I love my ruffler. I use it a lot. And yeah, I should have my screwdriver that goes with it. Oh, heck. So, I gotta gauge where this goes. So I'll put this in here.
Besides, it's harder to lose a long screwdriver.
I know. Can you say I'm a little on the nut side? It's just that I always lose the little one. I don't know about you guys, but I always lose it. And then if I put it in there, I don't have to dig. Then I'm just putting it on the inside. Coming down. Let's see where this ends up. So I know how far to put this little baby down. Okay, so about, I'm gonna change this one for a little further back. It's cute by the bunny there, but I want it further so you can see the ears better. And to make 2 bunny bags, I just use 2 lengths of 4-inch fabric, 2 different colors.
center.
Sorry this is so long, girls. And I'm going to sew this down on each side first, and I'm going to sew it together. See better? Change the stitch length to 3.5. I'm just doing like an 1/8 of an inch, I am. Oops, put that later. Do the other side. Now all I gotta do is sew this right sides together, and we are done. Then I have another girl honey bag, and I only have one granddaughter. And I did the cooking in Lindsay's house, and as you notice, Lindsay likes no excess because I have so much excess. Oh, heck, girls.
I have excessive plants.
She's got a. I don't grow plants, honey. I couldn't. I'm not a good grower. It's because I was forced on the farm. Ugh, I don't like dirt.
Made fun of my plants in my window, but
I didn't make fun of them. I just said,
it's a lot.
yeah, I can't, honey. When I was dating Brian and he had moved to Arizona, I got a cactus and I put it in my beauty salon and it died. And I thought, doesn't that tell you something? But I think it was probably from all the chemicals. Probably 60 volume peroxide kind of did it in, you know what I mean? It could very well be.
You have to show him the boy one because this lady's saying that she has a 19-year-old grandson. You can make it masculine.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's masculine. Well, kind of, sort of, but it is. Lindsay calls this my Playboy bunny fabric. Girls, I made a pillowcase out of it. And she goes, "Ah, you're using your Playboy bunny fabric." And I thought, really? Lindsay Lou? So she calls it my Playboy bunny fabric. I really like it, but she calls it my Playboy bunny fabric. Girlers. So, and I'm doing about a little more than a quarter because I've got my scallops and I don't want them to be too far down. But you could make this out of, you know, I just think it's cute. I just think it is so adorable. And, you know, you can only do candy so much. I mean, who doesn't like candy? I mean, hello, but... Story of my life is trying to diet, so... And all I do is dream about what I can cook. Pretty sad, huh, girl? Hence, this is why I have the jeans deal. This is thick. I gotta see if I gotta go further there. Let me pull it out. Hardest part is doing this. If you wanted to do the mini points for the boys, you could do that too. Or, you know, there's all sorts of different things you girls could do. I just don't want to hurt my bunny ears. Lindsay's looking at me like I lost my marbles. Who cares about your bunny ears? She thinks I'm nuts most of the time, girls. So, it's okay. Okay, so now, let's see how it looks before I sew the hole. The hole looks good. Ripped it out a little bit, girls. I should have made the hole bigger. But it all works out in the wash, you know what I mean? You can hand sew this. You can do it with machine. I just choose to do it with machine. Because especially if you give this to little kids, they're going to be rough with it. The bunny ears are going to go swinging. They're going to whip it with the bunny ears. They're going to whip it with... I'm just saying. If I had dogs with teeth. We have an 18-year-old schnauzer. And she thinks Lindsay's her best friend. It's just hysterical. Pretty funny, actually. And Lindsay can walk in and out of the room and she thinks she hasn't seen her in days. When I get to that point. It'll be pretty sad. Okay, girls, and now all you gotta do is stitch all the way around here, which I'm not going to show you because you girls know what you're doing, all the way around here. And voila, you have got the cutest little Easter bunny basket you've ever seen. Just cute as a bunny. Have an iron, it'll drive me crazy. Good thing I have dead hands, huh? Okay. Let me pick the Band-Aid winner. There we go. That looks better. So. And the winner today for Band-Aids is Lynn Holstein. Holzman. Sorry. Thank you for watching. Please share. And thank you for all that you do. And God bless everybody. And we'll see you next week.